I love life.
What do you like about life?
That's facts.
Please don't tell me that we live. Please.
Fucking hell, they're
I'm going to read out a quote. I am an excitable person who only understands life lyrically, musically, in whom feelings are much stronger as reason. I am thirsty for marvelous, that only the marvelous has power over me. Anything I cannot transform into something marvelous, I let go. Reality doesn't impress me. I only believe in intoxication, in ecstasy, and when ordinary life shackles me, I escape one way or another. No more walls. This is a quote by Anais Nin. You've probably heard about the conversations pertaining life and death, that's been going on since, the beginning of time. Do we live just to die? I mean, what are we even doing here? Is there a reason for all of this? I'm not 100% sure. However, I have theories, but this video isn't going to be long enough to be able to go over those theories. But Descartes, however, René Descartes, a famous French philosopher who has since passed, is famous for the following quote: "Cogito ergo sum." And due to my summa cum laude distinction, I am able to let you guys know that it translates to I think, therefore I am. Quicker than a Google search. However, this I am, it's a heavy topic. No one really knows who they are. If you ask someone, who are you? They'll tell you their name, possibly who their father was, possibly what they do for a living. But the question of who am I or who are you, the answer isn't always as simple. It can't be simple. It's my belief that we are all images of one another, reflections of one another, which is why I chose to get into the film industry. There's no better way of connecting to life and building your career around observing life, observing human nature, observing your own self. Okay, so I'm going to read you an essay that I wrote for college applications when I was schooling in America. I didn't stop playing with dolls until I was 12. My mother always brings it up every now and again to have a laugh. I laugh with her. I mean, it is embarrassing. She'd joke about how I was obsessed, how she was worried about me constantly being alone in my room, playing with my huge doll collection in silence, and how she practically had to force me to move on from them. However, what she doesn't know is that I genuinely loved Barbie, yet I used her to satisfy my own desires, to live a life that I knew I couldn't. I envied how much she could do in one life. Yesterday, she was an Olympic gold medal gymnast. Today, she's an actress clawing her way to fame. Tomorrow, she could be a homicide detective or a criminal defense lawyer. She'd be all these things, and yet she'd still be Barbie. As I worked towards that goal, I realized just how much of my life would be consumed by it. What discouraged me from continuing the sport was this question: if it would take of me to reach this goal, how could I also become a lawyer like Barbie could? I dabbled in a few other hobbies with the same mindset and similar results each time. Simply put, I felt defeated. I had thrown Barbie out years ago, but I was still trying to accomplish what she could. When I learned how to do a backwards walkover, I was thinking about how a backwards handspring would be better. Nothing was enough. I wanted everything at once, just like Barbie. Recently, I started to learn how to play the electric guitar. I don't desire to be Clapton, I simply just like to play. I've learned to be excited with each new song or chord I learned. The simplicity of what I've achieved doesn't stop me from being proud. I don't label myself as a guitarist. After all, labels are what limited me. I'm not Rona the guitar player. I'm just Rona. Yes, I threw Barbie out years ago, but I've only just let her go. So becoming a filmmaker is the closest thing to being Barbie for me. I wanted to become a lawyer because of movies. I wanted to become a forensic psychologist because of movies. I wanted to do so many things because of movies. I picked up the guitar because of an anime. So for me, I think I really just want to live vicariously through movies or through my imagination. And not feel so bad about just daydreaming all the time, because I'm actually putting it to use. Yeah, and this is something that I can imagine myself doing for the rest of my life. No movie can be the same. No main character can be the same. It still forces me to live multiple different lives like Barbie did, because while, yes, you can just sit and imagine and maybe write something down, but a good movie comes from good experience, aka a good excuse to travel the world and have good, great conversations with people.